A very good morning to all. Today we'll be starting with a new chapter. The name of the chapter is the United Nations, chapter number 11. Now let's discuss the pictures which are shown in page number 81. Here you can see Amit is asking his father about the United Nations. So his father explains him that the United Nations is an organization which tries to prevent wars and conflicts between the countries, and it also promotes the word of peace to the entire nation, and it is an important and the biggest organization of the world. It also tackles other issues like climate change, terrorism, natural calamity, human rights and gender inequality, poverty, education, health and various other issues. So, it is an organization that prevents wars and conflicts between the countries, and it also promotes the word of peace to the entire nation. Now, this is the main function of the United Nations. Now, I hope you will be able to answer the question that is given in page number 81, and the question is, what is the importance of the United Nations in your views? So, you have to write the answer in your notebook with proper date and the chapter number. Now, let's move on to page number 82. Here you can see a small flow chart, and there you can see the First World War, the formation of League of Nations, then the Second World War and the formation of United Nations. Under United Nations, you can see 6 organs, and the organs are General Assembly, Security Council, Secretariat, International Court of Justice, Economic and Social Council and the Trusteeship Council. And on the other side you can see the specialized agencies such as UNESCO, IMF, WHO, FAO and ILO. So we will be discussing about these in this chapter. Now let's understand what is UN. So for that, just imagine you and your sibling are having a big fight. Now who come to rescue you? Generally, your mother comes to rescue you. She comes and solves your problem, and she makes you understand that you should not fight. Now in another term, let's understand, we live on a single planet and it is composed of almost 200 countries, and it is a home of billion of people. And we live in a global world. Global world means all the countries are connected to each other. So each country depends on one another for food, for the raw materials that are used in industries, technology and for various other purposes. So there should be a good relation among all the countries, and UN, that is the United Nations, is an organization that helps in keeping good relation among the countries. It prevents wars, conflicts between the countries, and it promotes peace among all the nations of the world. It also tackles various issues like climate change, natural calamity, then the human rights, terrorism, gender inequality, shortage of food, environment issues, education, health issues. So all these issues are looked after by the United Nations. So it is an important and the biggest organization of our world. So this was about the United Nations. But to learn more about the United Nations, we should talk about the wars that had happened in the past. So the world wars. The First World War, it broke out in August 1914, and it was a terrible war which involved many nations. This war was started in Europe when developed countries of the world became very jealous of each other, and each country wanted to spread its empire. And in this war, millions of people and soldiers were killed and wounded. And you can see the destruction of houses, and there were severe shortage of food. So due to the destruction caused by this World War I, it made all the leaders of the nations realize to have an organization where they can discuss the common issues of the people of the world in a peaceful manner. For this, League of Nations was formed. However, this League of Nations was a failure because it was not able to stop the World War II. Now let's talk about the World War II, which broke out in September 1939. And this World War was so severe because of the dropping of atom bombs over Japanese cities, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So the destruction caused by this World War II was 1,000 times greater than the destruction caused by World War I. You can see here the plane and you can see here the effect of atom bomb. Thousands of people were dead due to this World War. The effect of this atom bomb was so severe that people suffered for many years. Now, the First World War started in 1919 and it ended by the year 1918. And the Second World War started by the year 1939 and it ended by 1945. So you can see these figures are given in your textbook. Finally, the people learned the lesson and they wanted to stop these wars. So after World War II, all the nations came together to find a way to stop these types of wars in future. And they felt the need of an organization where they can discuss the common issues of the people in a peaceful manner. Then the United Nations organization was formed, that is the UN. It is the biggest and the important organization of the world. The UN is an organization that prevents wars and conflicts between the countries and it promotes peace to the nation. It is one of the biggest and the most important organization of the world. As I have already told you, it tackles many other issues like climate change, human rights, natural calamity, gender inequality, education, health issues and many more issues. So, it does not look after only one issues, it looks after many issues of the world. Here you can see that UN is not focusing on a single issue. It looks after many other issues. So this was about the United Nations. Now let's see the flag of United Nations. So this is the flag of United Nations and you can see the logo of United Nations. At the center you can see the world map which is surrounded by a wreath of olive branches. Now these olive branches symbolizes peace. Now we'll discuss the birth of the United Nations. On 1st January 1942, the name UN was officially used for the first time and it was represented by 26 nations. Now this UN brought up set of rules and it was known as the Charter of the UN. Now it was made at a conference in USA and it was signed by 50 member countries and it was signed on 26 June 1945. Later, Poland also signed this set of rules and the total number became to 51. Now, the UN organization officially came into existence on 24th October 1945. That's why every year on 24th October it is known as United Nations Day. Now, the head of the United Nations is located in New York, USA and at present it has 193 member countries and India is one among them. So this was about the birth of United Nations. Now let's see some of the agencies of United Nations. Now these are the agencies of United Nations. You can see here the International Atomic Energy Agency, International Maritime Organization, UNICEF, WHO and many others. Next, we'll discuss the objectives of the United Nations. So here in page number 83, you can see the objectives, that is the main aim of the United Nations. The first one is maintenance of international peace and security. So we have already discussed that the main aim of United Nations organization is to prevent war or conflicts between the countries and to promote peace all over the nation. So, when the United Nations feels that there is any conflict between the countries, they solve it by discussing the issues. But if the United Nations feel the threat of war, then it sends military force, which is known as the peacekeeping force, to prevent the war. So, this was about the first objective of the United Nations, that is maintenance of international peace and security. The second objective is the promotion of friendly relation among member nations. So, the United Nations organization makes sure that all the nations have good relation among themselves. The third one is achievement of international cooperation in solving problem. That is, the UN finds cooperation among the nation countries in solving various issues that is related to economic, social, cultural, education, health and various other issues, and it takes steps to overcome these issues. The fourth one is promotion of human rights and fundamental freedom. So, the United Nations makes sure that all the people across the world gets their basic human rights and freedom. So, these are the few objectives of the United Nations. Other than this, it also helps in preserving environment and to fight against the diseases. Here you can see that United Nations is not focusing on a single subject. It is focusing on many other issues. So, this was about the objectives of the United Nations. Now, here in page number 83, you can see think it over, and the question is, can war alone disturb peace in the world? Can you think of other causes that can disturb peace? Discuss an example for one such case in recent times. So, you have to write the answer in your notebook with proper date and chapter number. Now, here there is an activity for you. It's the value check activity in page number 88. So, you can take your textbook, page number 88. In activity corner, there is value check activity. And the question is, what do you do when you find two of your friends fighting? Do you try to resolve the issue, or do you join in the fight and take your favorite friend's side? Give reason for your answer. So, you have to write the answer in your notebook with proper date. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.